friends, it's Misty here. Thank you so much for joining me for my part in the summer event. Today I'm coloring me. I asked Anne to make a plus size chibi and she did, and I love her. So a few things you should know before we get started. Number one, I am not used to talking while I am crafting. Normally I just turn on a podcast, turn on some music, turn on a YouTube video, and then just craft and craft and craft until I can't craft anymore. And then I edit it down, speed it up, and do a voiceover. So this is a little bit different for me. Number two, I cannot craft in silence. So I have Pandora going. Hopefully it's not too loud and you can hear me talking. So yeah, we are gonna get started. I'm gonna color her skin first. I like to color darkest to lightest. I will have, I'm pretty sure there's a supply list with all the colors. For her skin, we are doing our, no we're not, Misty, E3321 000000, and then R20 for her cheeks. And I like to start from darkest to lightest. So yeah, first of all, I want to say happy Pride Month. If you are unfamiliar, I almost said January, what the hell, brain? June is kind of the globally recognized month for Pride. So hopefully you've been enjoying the Pride videos that I've been posting on Fridays. I'm sorry I missed a Friday, but I had issues with a pinched nerve that would not let me sit for very long, which was very painful, by the way, because it's like, how am I supposed to do anything? All right, I'm gonna go closest to the scalp because that's where it would be darkest. And then I'm gonna do just a little hint, kind of outline the double chin. Isn't it cute? It's adorable. Love it. She's so cute. Initially, I wanted it to be in a bikini, and Anne's like, Misty. Peachy, keep it peachy. It's like, fine. Fine. She's like, they're not really supposed to have, you know, cleavage and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, so I'm going to use E21, and I'm just going to kind of go over what I just put down, but also pull it out a little bit. You guys hear that jingling? That is Roxy. I have no idea what she's going to want. So some people start with an all over wash of color, and you could do that too, but this is just easier for me. This is just easier for me. If you're wondering what station I'm listening to, it's Neil Sedaka. That is my favorite era, like the 50s and the 60s is my absolute favorite era in American history, pop culture, etc., music, etc. Like, I just absolutely love it. So a lot of times I will listen to this. Sometimes I'll listen to classic country. Sometimes every once in a while I'll listen to like pop, but I don't really know much current music because I don't ever listen to the radio. Although I have that song Jericho stuck in my head. Let me pull it up because I have to share it. You have to hear it because it's so good. Oh, so good. Like, it has such a good beat. I don't know. Sorry. We're gonna just have lots of story time, okay? Okay. So, and again, I'm just going back over what I already did. And just adding, like bringing the color a little bit further to the center each time I go past. And then we'll finally bring in E000. There's just a little hint of color to this one. And I'm mostly going to keep this up here around where the kind of like the highlight would be around her hair. Now, I am not one who colors with the light source in mind. I know, probably just, you're going to learn nothing from me today. It's just how I kind of taught myself how to color, and that's the way I like to do it. All right, let's go back in with that original color, and we're gonna just go back where we were. To sender. Return to sender. Hopefully the shadow is better. This is my first time using a new light I picked up, and it's supposed to help with shadows. Hopefully it's helping, maybe. I'm zoomed way out because I actually did this already. Started already. And then I realized that I was completely off frame. And I'm like, okay, so clearly I can't color when I am zoomed in. So this time I'm gonna go in like circular motions. And again, just going kind of back over where we were, and I'm extending the color out a little bit more. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and bring in my cheeks. I actually have a very red face. I took an antibiotic 100 years ago. Like, I was in my mid-20s, and I had an allergic reaction to it, and I burst all the capillaries in my face. Like, it literally looks like someone had taken a red Sharpie and had just poked, like, drew all over my face. You want out, Mama? Hold on.
I started shopping for weekly groceries through Instacart because with young kids, my week is pretty packed. There's more dough, tap lessons, and endless birthday parties. With Instacart, I can get groceries and weekly essentials delivered in as fast as an hour, which gives me time back. Wait, wasn't it this kid's birthday last month? Visit instacart.com to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. Additional terms apply.
I'm going to deepen up the cheeks just a little bit because
they're so synchronized.
I wish we could be like that at work.
Well, then you should try Monday.com. It's a work
I'm
management
going to use that same color for the tongue.
Some feathers to change the way we work.
That's the thing. Monday.com lets you choose how to manage your own work.
All right, so let's move on to the body. So I'm not going to bother with trying to add shading, etc. on the neck. I'm just going to color it in because I have a big head and I have big hair, so it would be dark. So for the darkest color on her arms, I'm going to go right against her body and then come down to the thumb. And then we're going to go in with 21. And again, kind of going over that deeper color and then just pulling out just a little bit. And I didn't give myself a tan because I don't go in the sun. I'm on immune suppression therapy, so I have to be very, 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 very diligent about putting on sunscreen. Like if I'm staying in the car when Rob goes in somewhere, he doesn't, like, we make sure I'm under a tree or not, you know, directly in the sun. So I haven't had color in years, but I always just burn anyway, so it's for the best. And I don't self tan because I wouldn't be able to like get my back and stuff, and I wouldn't trust Rob. He gets too frustrated. I would look like a Cheeto for real. For sure. For sure, Cheeto, for sure. Now that this has had a minute to dry, I'm going to go over it one more time. All right, let's color the legs. So underneath the shorts would have a shadow. So this leg is straight on and this leg is pointing out. So we're gonna do the darkest color on the back part of the leg. Sorry if you can hear that. Rob is making all the noise, and that is another reason why I normally don't talk when I'm crafting, because he works from home now since COVID started, and he's either on the phone or, you know, making noise all day, and it's just easy, again, easier for me to turn something on and just zone out and color, etc. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna make it kind of where the outside of the legs is kind of the darkest. And then we will make the shin, like the front of the leg, the lightest color. I hope this means that Anne will put more plus size Chibis out. She's really good about representation. Like, if you didn't know the story, that's actually how I found Stamp Anything. I did a Pride collab with my friend Michael last year, and I couldn't, like, I had searched and I really hadn't found anything, and then I searched when we were done and I found Stamp Anything, and I was like, dang it. But I went ahead and bought like all the stuff she had out for Pride and posted a haul, and then Kevin found me and he sent a message to me on Instagram. And it was probably over a week before I finally saw it and was like, I'm so sorry. I hate the way that Facebook has Instagram set up. It sucks, for real, seriously. Okay, let's do the hair. I keep my hair kind of a warm brown in the spring and summer. So I'm gonna start with the part. And then, so this right here would have some darkness. Then we're going to bring in, so that's 29, this is E39. I may bring in 49 to add a bit more depth, but I don't know yet. So I just flick. I don't like a stark white contrast, but I do like some highlight. And again, I'm going darkest to lightest. Then we have E99, and then we'll do E97. So I don't know if I mentioned it, but I don't know if I'm going to do a Pride card or if we're going to do like a summer theme one. All right, I'm going to go back, starting again with the darkest color over where I already went. is also the first time I've colored with an image cut out. Normally I like to color before they're cut out. I just feel like it gives me a bit more control. But I do not trust my Silhouette to do the pick scan thing. And I don't have a brother scan and cut. I've thought about getting one. We'll see. I don't really have room for one more machine in my life. I recently got the Glimmerful system and I was like, no, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. And then I was like, okay, I'll get it. And I'm like, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I don't know where it's going to go. And you can see now I'm kind of tightening up that highlight area, the left. And then we're going to come in with our lightest color, which is E97. Just like that. I like it. I'm going to bring in, this would be a good place to bring in like a colored pencil to add some more kind of brush strokes in or hair strokes in if you wanted to. That's one section done. Let's move to the next section. I'm going to go ahead and go back over this where I put the part color in. Okay, so this part right here is under the bang. So that part would be darker. So we would do, let's do some dark. Let's start with this strand right here. I kind of wanted to do like a cool hair color. I've wanted to do purple for years, but I don't want to have to go to the salon to do it because my hair is so thin. It's so thin. It's so thin. So it's like it didn't make sense to spend couple $100 on hair, which for what little hair I have. But I don't trust doing a dye box either. Which, I mean, I normally just put a box hair dye on for the most part, but I'm like, I don't think I could do purple like that and feel comfortable. Happy birthday, sweet 16. And again, so I'm going darkest to lightest, and then I'm being sure to leave a pretty good chunk of white for the lightest color, but then you guys saw I went back over it to make it look like we had some hair strokes. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to start darkest again. I think 29 is going to be plenty of dark. I don't want it much darker than that. I try to stay like a warm brown from spring into summer, sometimes into fall, and then I will go cool for like the end of fall into winter. And I dye my hair probably about every 6-8 weeks, so I don't stay exactly on top of it. I have to do it myself, and it's not always the easiest, but I have been coloring my hair since I was 9 or 10. I've had gray since I was 9 or 10. And then I'm like, I get on Instagram and I get all these accounts of these women who have grown out their gray and it's beautiful. And I'm like, will mine even look like that? I would do it if mine would look remotely like that, but I don't know how much gray has grown in, so we'll see. I just turned 45 at the end of April, so it's like, do I embrace it? Or it's like, do I embrace being 45? Or am I like, no, I don't feel 45. I don't want to, and I don't feel like I look my age. But I always say that's because fat don't crack. So. Okay. I'm going to leave this highlight a bit stronger because it's on the top of her head rather than the side. And I'm not one for like a light source. I probably should, but I don't. I mean, this is crafting. If I was an artist, like creating a masterpiece, maybe I'd care more, but these are going on handmade cards. People aren't, I think people are just amazed that someone colored it. They're not necessarily looking for light sources, etc. But that's just me. You guys, at the end of the day, coloring is very, 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 very personal. And I can show you some things objectively, but at the end of the day, you're going to insert, your own thoughts and feelings about what looks good to you. I am a super seer. I don't know if they call it. It's kind of like being a super taster where you taste more flavors. This is kind of like that, except I see more colors. So like everybody's like, use gray to do white. And I'm like, I can't do that because it never looks white to me. It always just looks a dingy gray. But I know a lot of people who like to do that. And again, it's not wrong. It just doesn't look right to me. It just makes it look dingy. And that's why I like to do more of someone who would rather do, just some light blue or something. Oh, we are making moves. This is for 30 minutes. This is another reason why I normally just speed through on when I'm filming, because I am slow. Slow. We're just gonna add So we're just gonna keep repeating that. What are your plans for the summer? I got my nails done the other day and she's like, what are you doing this summer? I was like, staying home. I was like, we got a new bathroom last year. We remodeled our main bathroom, master bathroom. And it's like, we're paying on that, so we're gonna be home, staycation. We have a pool. It's a small pool, but we have a pool, and I have a smoker. And so I think for Memorial Day weekend, I'm just going to smoke some ribs and play in the pool and maybe get my brother and nephew down. So we'll see though. But yeah, I'll try to insert a little bit of footage if you guys are interested. We got our master bath. It was the last room in the house, other than the kitchen, that hadn't been remodeled. Now the kitchen that's going to be like a gut job. So we're holding off on that. We did transform the cabinets. They were like that builder gray beige. And I hate beige. I hate brown, honestly, to be quite honest. So all of our walls and stuff are gray. The house is really colorful. So for this bathroom, my husband had found like aqua cabinets, and I had been looking for like a blue or aqua cabinet for forever. And he's like, Lowe's has these cabinets. And I was like, okay, yeah, I want those. So we ended up going with that. And then I picked a tile to coordinate. And it is literally the only room in our house that is white. And that's because I couldn't decide on a color. I had pinks, I had purples, I had all sorts of colors. And I finally said, you know what? Let's just leave this white. So I designed it, and then we had somebody else execute. But I love it. It's so pretty. So unfortunately, I told my husband, I was like, we have to go to New England next month or next year. And then I was like, wait, should we go somewhere else? Because every time we've gone on vacation together, we've gone to New England. He's from Massachusetts, from the Worcester area, if you're familiar with Massachusetts. And I love it up there. Like, I had wanted to move up there before he and I met. And I just never did. Because snow. I'm not gonna lie. Because of the snow. I don't like the cold. But I also don't like the heat. And I've also wanted to live in a blue state. I mean, I'm not going to get into politics. We're supposed to be having fun. But it's hard, and that's why I was so, set on doing the equality collab, because it's like being on the rainbow spectrum in the US right now is just basically impossible. So... Right. So yeah, we don't have any plans to go anywhere. We may head up to Oklahoma City. My best friend is up there, and we haven't seen each other in, golly, over 5 years at this point. I mean, 3 of that was COVID, but Rob and I finally had COVID after 3 years of not getting it. So now I'm like, okay, I'm willing to go out and do a bit more now that I've had it. And we have a few months of immunity before we have to be careful again. But we were still masking and everything, so getting it was a shock. And he had tested negative at home, but he was so sick. I was like, you have got to go to the doctor. And getting him to go to the doctor is like pulling teeth. So when he was like, yeah, I've got to go, I knew something was not right. But I thought he had the flu. I'd felt fine. But he got diagnosed on like Monday, that last Monday of February, and 2 days later I got diagnosed. I was like, dang it, Rob. And my thing was, I had just had an RA infusion, which is immune suppression therapy basically, and on top of that I had started a chemo drug to help with the RA, and it was like, okay, my immune system is dead. Like, DEAD dead, and here I am getting COVID like 5 days later. So yeah, if you haven't had it, I know that if we weren't vaccinated, it would have been way worse. So I am grateful for that, for sure. All right, we're just about done with the hair. So you guys will have to let me know if you're going to be going to any prides in your area. I would love to, but with being disabled, it makes it hard to plan. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, but where are we going to park and how far am I going to have to walk? Should I do my wheelchair? Should I do my walker? So I need to just bite the bullet. It just gives me a lot of anxiety. Going out in public gives me a lot of anxiety. Because people aren't nice to fat people anyway, but have somebody fat with, you know, using a scooter or something, and it's just even worse. But I would love to go to Pride. I want to be one of those free mom hugs, even though I'm not a mom. It's like, I am a huge ally and I would love to do more. But at the end of the day, I can only do what I can do. So that's why I like to use my platform to talk about it, because it's important to me. Many people that I love are LGBTQIA. Kevin and Steven are married. So it's like we have people on our team who are, it's just, yeah. I'm just going to color this part in. Here too. I still haven't decided if I'm making a pride card or a beach card. I guess we'll get there. There's her hair. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Her so pretty. All right. So I have no idea about the top. I have a shirt. Actually, it's the shirt that's in my avatar. It's a pastel white and stripe. Maybe I'll make it like that. I want to color the popsicle first. So my favorite popsicles are watermelon, strawberry, cherry. So I'm going to do R24 and R14. R14 is darker, R24 is darker. R24 is a little bit darker. Actually, maybe we should do 35 and 14. Let's practice. 35. 14. Then we have 24. 14. Oh yeah, 35. 35 for sure. All right. So we'll do 35. I mean, there's not a whole lot of shading that you can do on this tiny popsicle. But so we'll do kind of like in this, in the crevice. Is that what it's called? Crevasse, in the crevasse. And then kind of at the bottom here. And then we'll go the rest of it this light color. We have fruterias here. Oh man, that sounds good too. I love watermelon. I can't have it because I'm diabetic. But man, is it good. Man, do I love it. You guys will have to let me know what your favorite summer treat is. Or do you not like them? I know. You're like, what? I know. Seriously, what? All right, let's do, I think I'm just going to do like E35 for the popsicle stick. That looks like a good color. So if you're unfamiliar, this is a hex chart from Sandy Allnock. And if you're someone who owns Copics, I highly recommend it. It is, I think she charges like $5, but you can print it as many times as you want to because it's a digital file. Where's E35? There it is. I need new, I've been replacing my markers instead of just buying refills, because sometimes you buy a refill and then you go to refill it and you can't refill it because the core is dry. And I'm like, well, shoot, I would rather just buy a new marker. So yeah. Okay. What was it saying? I don't remember. Oh, I need new labels for my child markers. Am I going to do it? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm going to do BG23. Let's do YG5 is one of my favorite greens. Then we'll do Y11. No, Y6. So green, yellow, pink. I'll do RV13. And then we'll do BG11. No, let's do BG32. I love that color too. All right, so let's see if I can do straight. Probably not, but I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, I'm gonna just go. I'll clean it up with the white gel pen maybe. It's a little crooked, that's fine. She's standing a little crooked. She got her hip popped out. She's sassy. So the perspective is a little skewed anyway. So yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. That'll do. Let's do pink shorts. So my new favorite pink combo is RV13, RV21, and RV23. So pretty. It's this combo right here. I love it. Let's do her shorts in that color. We'll do her shoes, BG32 and BG11. I love wearing color. I love color. My whole house is colorful. So this is definitely something I would actually wear out in my life. I need to add some glitter for eyeshadow because I would have some glitter on my eyeballs too. She's looking sassy. All right, let's start with RV13. You wouldn't think so, but RV13 is deeper. Don't ask me about explaining the things about what the numbers mean. I mean, I've learned it, but I have the memory of a gnat, so I have no idea. Are we gonna give her a belt? No. Well, she's got a belt on. Ugh. Maybe we'll give her a green belt. I would love to have some more pink shorts. To have pink shorts, I have some coral shorts that are gorgeous. Old Navy used to be really good with plus size shorts, but since they've gone to that every sizing where they sell everything in every size, they just don't fit. And I've really been loving the Viv and something from Target. So if you're a plus size girl, their shorts are so good. Love them. So again, darkest to lightest. Gonna get married, going to chapel and we're gonna get married. Oh, I gotta have pockets, right? Oh my gosh, so good. Although I've started carrying a purse. I'd stopped carrying a purse for years once I became disabled because it just got to be where they were too heavy. But I've started carrying one again since I've had back surgery. And so, but I love having pockets, like, for show. Oh. Got those two colors mixed up. Oh well. All right. Look at her done. Let's put on some pink eyeshadow, or do I leave it alone? There we go. We got a little bit, a little bit. Okay, let's bring in some paper and decide what we're gonna do for the rest of this card. All right, I'm gonna put these. Hold on, let me make sure I got all these colors written down. Okay. Am I gonna do sand? Bring in so this piece of paper measures 4 by 5 1/4. I just cut up a ton of them to put in my drawer, like they can go on the inside of my card bases. See, I thought about the beach bone stuff, but it's too big for the scale. Do we want to do clouds? Do we want to do ink blending? That is the question. We also have these that we can do. I also have the stencil, the pure stencil that we could stencil in the background. Then we have the summer, the beach day, and then we have the spring as well. And the ones from spring I were thinking about were, there's that one with the rainbows, and then there's this one with the clouds and the sun. Remember how I said I don't design a card beforehand? Welcome to 45 minutes of my life. That we will never get back. So if you're interested, this is how I store my stencils. So this is a 6x8 Project Life album from Simple Stories. And then these are 6x8 page protectors. And then I just cut down papers in half, like some cheap cardstock to put in it just to keep it kind of stable. See, I have that shows the, I thought about doing fireworks. All right, let's do our clouds. The only blue I have from Stamp Anything is Caribbean Sea. Let's see if this will work. one's, let's try this one. Load up the brush, some ink. That's why there's two sides to every paper, so we can turn it over. There we go, that's a bit brighter. Whoa. Cat. Right, so there's our background. Right, I'm just going to cut at like I want it to be kind of doony. So kind of do like where'd it go? There she is. Okay. So I can't mean to daydream the land of homecoming queen. Right, let's get this adhered. Okay, before we go any further, let me trim this down. You can see the difference that brush made. That was clean. I thought it was just stained, maybe. I was incorrect. I mean, I had to be incorrect because it changed the color. I'm going to share with you my trick for a sand. So we're actually going to use all of the browns. 29, 39, 99, 97. We'll do some 35, some 33, 49. And so I'm just going to take a marker and then dot. I thought I had a brown gel pen, but I can't find it. So this is like a metallic marker. I'm sure I just got these off AliExpress. So here is how shiny it is. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, let's bring in a card base. All right. Go ahead and bring in my trimmer. And this is a piece of cardstock that measures 4 1/4. Should measure 4 1/4 by 11. Yes. I'm gonna square it at 5 1/2. That's probably gonna be off camera for you, but. All right. Fold this down. We're just going to do like the kind of curvy part. All right, let's trim this off. Let's get this adhered down. So this is actually 4 by 5 1/4. Sometimes I would make a mat that's like 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, but I think this will. Only the lonely. Right, let's get some adhesive on the back of her. Use some of the Stamp Anything foam squares. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go around her with a black marker. Misty, you should have did this earlier. Yep, I sure should have. I don't know what I was thinking. You can see the white of the paper. She lost her shoe. Come back, shoe. I'm gonna go from the back. And just be careful that I don't get black all over the place. Okay, so I messed up on the popsicle a little bit, so I have another one. One of these are it'll be right. Okay. So I used let's get her adhered. And 35 and 14. Yeah. just going to use a glue dot. Right, we gotta add a little bit of shimmer because come on, it's me. Alright friends, there she is. She's done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you are enjoying the event. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.